So, I guess it's story time. Um, as some of you know, I've been working for this thrift store for 4 months now, and for the past couple weeks, they've moved me to a different department because we're supposed to be like compiling a bunch of stuff to go to the new store that's supposed to be opening. It was supposed to open back in June, but they keep on changing the date. But anyways, we're trying to get everything ready for the store. As far as getting enough merchandise. That's sticking out, and that bothers me. Alright. But I have this really difficult coworker. They, this new one, like they put her as a supervisor. She has like zero people skills. So it has just been a nightmare because it seems like she is singling me out. Like no matter what I do, it's always wrong. Like for example, they're picky on what brands that we can put on the rack. So we can only put like Nike and Under Armour, uh, brands like that. We can't put like the No Boundaries or any of the Walmart brands or like any of the so-called cheap brands like Shein. Um, and I know that, so I've just been putting only the. They actually have a list. Only stuff that's allowed on the list can be on there. Well, this lady, for whatever reason, she has been putting items on there that's like there'll be like No Boundary or Old Navy since that's on the no list. And I've seen her do is she put 11 shirts on there and she blamed me for it when she was the one that actually did it. It's so ridiculous. On Monday, I actually didn't even go to work because my endometriosis was acting up. So there's no way I was going to be at work like that. So I came in on Tuesday, and right away she was like, "Oh no, you gotta only do shoes and accessories." She's like, "You can't be doing any clothes because you put 11 shirts on there." And I was like, "Well, wait a minute. I was not even there on Monday, so okay, whatever. I just did the shoes and accessories." And then that evening, we ended up having a power outage, so I had to go home early. I mean, we all had to go home early. Then on Wednesday, so we already had people that quit and got fired on our team, so we're already short-staffed. But it was just me and this lady that does not like me, and it's mutual. I don't like her either, but she was sitting there calling me idiot, stupid, like, how did you get here? I'm just surprised you even like made it to work. It's like, you're such an idiot. That's what she said, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm just trying to ignore it and not say anything because I'm not really a loud person. I try not to start any problems, so I was just like trying to ignore it and go on about my day. But she just keeps on going on and on about this, about how stupid I am and what an idiot I am, and it's like, okay. So I told my supervisor, I don't think I can work with this lady. Can you move me to a different department? She just like, oh, she just tried to like brush it off. It's like, oh, it is no big deal. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just continue working with this lady while she keeps calling me an idiot and insulting me. Like, whatever. And then on my lunch break, she comes in there and was like, did I say that you could take a lunch? She's like, I am your supervisor. I can get you fired. And I was like, okay, well then fire me. I don't care. I mean, she's gonna sit there threatening me and claiming that she's my supervisor when she's really not. I mean, I think ultimately it would be up to our supervisor to fire me or not. So I was like, whatever. I stayed on my lunch break. But after my lunch break, I went to my actual supervisor and told her about this, and she was like, "Oh, well, she was just upset. Like, she said that you took 4 breaks." And I was like, "Well, wait a minute. First off, I only took 1 break, like 1 15-minute break, not 4 like she claimed." And I take my breaks every day at the same time, so it's not like it's unexpected. Although that lady claimed like, "Oh, she had no idea when I take my breaks." And I was like, really? She was just looking for trouble, I guess. Well, then, like, afterwards, I had to go back to the area to work with the lady, even though I really didn't want to. She just kept on be like, "Oh, you didn't get fired?" She was like, "Well, I would hate for her to, find a reason to fire you." Not as I was ignoring her. She was just, at this time, like, she was trying to get under my skin, like, trying to start stuff. Still call me idiot and stupid and, like, just talking crap. But it's so annoying, because then I was asking coworkers, like, "Do we have an HR?" And everybody was like, "Oh, no, I don't think we do. I mean, we just have, like, the managers." I don't know why so many managers and really not that many workers. So I Googled it, and I was not really coming up with anything. So that was ridiculous too. The only thing I found was something on EEOC, so I guess I just have to go right to that, making a claim with the EEOC. So, yeah. I am not looking forward to going back to work on Tuesday, because I have no idea, I'll probably be stuck with this lady again. The only good thing is that one coworker, like, he did notice, how she's been treating me, and he's like, you know what, I've noticed that she's been singling you out for some reason, and, like, I don't know why, but that just jacked up. Because he noticed that she took an Old Navy shirt, like this ratty looking thing, and she kept putting it on the rack. And she told our supervisor that I did it, and I was like, "No, no." So I waited until she walked away, and I took it and threw it in the trash, because that's what we're supposed to do. Well, it's actually called rag out, not trash, but essentially the same thing. So I put it in there, and she got it out again. And I showed this coworker, I was like, "Look, she got the same item, and I bet you that she's gonna go and tell the supervisor that I did that." And it's so ridiculous. So the next time, I took it off the rack, because I'm like, I'm not even in the mood for this shit right now. Again. This time I hid it at the bottom so that she could not, I highly doubt she's gonna go in there through all this, supposed trash clothes and put it back on the rack. So hopefully she didn't do it. I don't know. I just really hope that something can be resolved. Like, I can be moved to a different department and not have to deal with this lady. Because we already had one person quit because he did not want to work with her. Some people do not belong in any type of management positions or whatever, lead, when they have, like, no skill other than to just talk crap to people and tell them that they're stupid or idiot. Or it's like, if you want to help coworkers, you don't do it by belittling them and calling them names. I mean, that's, if anything, that is demotivating, and you're creating a toxic workplace.